is the real deal. Art is supposed to make you feel. And that rhymed. And that's art. Hey guys, so today's event is painting. I have my little art basket here, little palette for my paints. Of course, we have the water. I gotta separate these two because sometimes I accidentally drink my paint water. Sorry. I don't know if I want to do something abstract or similar to the silhouettes that I've been doing in the past. What am I feeling? Loneliness is something that I've struggled with my entire life. I've always been a very shy person, a person that honestly needs her alone time as much as possible. But within that, the struggle of solitude versus loneliness is something that I'm still fighting. I'm getting a little emotional now because that's just how I feel. I don't have any sense of community, which I feel like I really need. I don't want a whole like pity party because I do know that there's accountability on my part on like why I haven't built community. But in my experience, whenever I have an opportunity to build community, like just something happens like out of nowhere. For example, right when I was starting to build community, when I lived in New York, like I moved to Florida. And you know, I'm not sitting here and saying that like I regret my decision, but it did make me a little sad because I realized it in the middle of my move, like, oh my God, like I was just starting to build community. I don't know if I did that like subconsciously, but it's something that I did want to do. I wanted to move. I don't know. Just feel really lonely right now. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Bro, I really need this. I always struggled with friendships. It hurts. It hurts because I don't have anyone to call. I don't have anyone to where I feel comfortable calling about how I'm feeling. Everyone needs that. Everyone deserves that. The thing that hurts me the most is that like it's a feeling that I've felt for a long time, and when I think back, like, oh my God, like my younger self felt like this all the time, and it's just like, shoot, already in my 20s still dealing with the same shit. And I feel like I failed her. I feel like I failed my inner child by not giving that to her, because I feel like that's my mission in life. Giving my inner child what she deserved. Yo, I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's just like every time that I feel like this is an adult, it's a reminder of like, oh my God, I failed my child self. Like this is something that should have been resolved a long time ago, and I'm still here. Usually my videos are a little bit more motivating and things like that, but it's just real. This is like real raw emotions and what I'm feeling right now, and I feel that's the step in building community, like opening up about real things, you know, authentic things. This really cool thing happened. I got paint on my thumb and I printed it on the actual painting, which I think is really cool. I think I'm gonna play with that. Let's see where it gets us. That's what I like about art. It's like the accidents just make it. This is the real deal. Art is supposed to make you feel. And that rhymed. And that's art. This heart is so uneven, but it's okay. We're not judging ourselves. Trusting the process and knowing that the outcome will be just fine. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself about what I was just saying, you know, like maybe this is part of my process. Maybe this is part of my journey that, you know, like I'm meant to struggle with this. Maybe there's like a deeper part of myself that I still am not like self-aware of, a wound that I haven't found. Like when it comes to my healing, I feel that, you know, I've done a lot on my own, and I'm so happy that I'm kind of starting therapy because there's so much that you can see, and I've seen a lot but I know that there's more, and I think an outside perspective will really help me unlock that part of myself that perhaps has that answer. The answer of why is it so hard for me to build community? Why is it so hard for me to keep friendships? Why is it so hard for me to open up? Like, I know that there is some sort of part of myself that like stops me. There's this wall that stops me from getting deeper with people. And essentially being vulnerable is what gets you closer to others. Kind of sounds like a beating heart. Yeah, I'm just gonna mix this too to see what we end up with. I'm actually really happy about it. I love that. Look at that color. So we have it here. I'm excited. I want it right in the center of the heart. I kind of hate it. I think I should have like done it first on like a piece of paper for like the excess, because like I feel like now if I press it, it's gonna be better. I know how to fix this. I'm going to now make the heart darker, and then I'm gonna do this again and make it the brighter red. Yeah. Kind of like more that idea. I like the darker red for the heart, honestly. My paint is so old, so it has these little like clumps, which again, don't mind, but it does make it a little bit harder when it comes to kind of shaping, but we'll make it work. I like this color. It looks like the color of blood once it like reaches oxygen. So I feel like it makes it more human-like. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I'm so happy that that mistake happened, because now I was able to go back with the yellow and fix the heart. Now it looks a little bit more even. I think what I'm gonna do with the fingerprint is not the entire thumb anymore, but maybe like this like middle part. You know, the middle part of the thumb that is like the center of the squiggly lines? I think that's what I want. Wow, this is really gonna have my DNA, because I just like spit while I was blowing on it. I got paint on my face like a true artist. Yeah, this is my certificate. This is what tells me I'm a true artist. Don't play with me, don't play with me. I got the artist's hands, I got the artist's face, I got the artist's mess. Let's get it. Okay, the other paint that I have on my thumb is already dry, so it's not gonna make a difference. So I'm gonna do, maybe I'll do a circle. Maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah, maybe something like that. So I'm gonna try it on here first so that the excess gets on the paper. Now I'm gonna press it down in the middle of the heart. It's like the same feeling of putting on like press-ons. Oh. I don't love it, but I think I want to do this inside the heart, like all over. Let's play around with that. Like rather than painting with the brush, painting with my fingerprint. Ooh. Wait a darn minute. I like this because you know how people like kiss things to leave that imprint? Here, it's like my fingerprint, so it's like cooler. This is how it's looking so far. I don't know if I love it. I don't like the inside, but I do like the outside. Art is all about adjustments, you know? Just, okay, you don't like it? Okay, erase it, fix it, paint over it. The book, I don't think this heart is going to be the way that I want it to be. I'm not that good to make it even, so I think I'm just gonna stay with what I have now, because I like it. I think I want to add one more fingerprint at the top. Or am I ruining it? Wait, let's do it. Fucking go. Do it scared, do it angry, do it anxious, do it happy, do it mad. We finna do it. All right. I don't know what that was. I feel like next time I'll make sure that for each fingerprint that I put on paper, it's like, it looks more so like the lighter version rather than the darker version. This is a representation of my loneliness. It really is. But I had fun doing it. A lot of emotions were felt. I gotta clean all of this up because I gotta go to work very soon. So this is the final drawing. I love it. I feel like it really does represent what I'm feeling. It's not perfect. It's exactly what I needed to get rid of certain emotions. I love this whole fingerprinting thing that I did. I definitely want to play a little bit more with that in the future. Look at my fingers. I love this. I love getting down and dirty. Bro, I love this little like mark I got. It makes me look so artistic. Yeah, I paint. I paint. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Me putting this up is me taking that step forward to being vulnerable and potentially opening up myself to connections. That's what I freaking need. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.